Okay, that was still not right on. It was 3, 2,
I don't.
1.
Welcome to 2025, everybody. This is the first episode of That Checks Out for the new year. We have made it almost 5 years. That's incredible. Someone call it a prison sentence. I would. Welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. I'm Ted. That makes him Damon. How do I still do this after 4+ years? I don't know. Damon,
Do you have the energy?
Damon, whatever you want to start with. Go ahead.
We're on the backside of the script. Yeah. So, we have a sponsor.
We have a sponsor.
We have a sponsor.
Get out of town. To start off the new year?
Yeah, our boy Monster.
Our boy Monster.
Hanging with Monster
Hanging
Podcast.
with Monster Podcast. He's still hanging around.
Yeah, so he reached out. He's like, I want to sponsor a show for you guys. I'm like, that's not necessary. He's like, no, I insist. So I said, you know what? I'm going to let you. That sounds awesome. I'm going to let you. I'm going to let you slide. Yeah.
Actually going to give it to you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to take. So anyway, what you can do now to pay Monster back, what you want to do, you want to find Hanging with Monster Podcast. And he's on Instagram and Facebook it's called Hanging with Monster Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a new little twist going on. He had a cute little puppet made.
Yes, I did see that.
Some
I don't think he wants people to call it cute.
Well, that's why it's funny for me to say it that
So
way.
he has this adorable little puppet, all right?
He has this sexy little puppet.
Yeah.
named Trevor.
Yeah.
He's gonna
have his hand all the way up.
So his little
Trevor's butt.
hottie Trevor, that he's gonna have his hand securely up the anus of Trevor. I got you when you were drinking too.
Mm-hmm.
I waited. I was like, anus.
We almost christened the new year with.
By the way, you know the best way
Zero
to thank
sugar Dr. Pepper cherry.
to thank somebody for sponsoring us is probably to totally rip on on what he's doing right now. Okay, so let's start this.
Don't forget, you could sponsor us. Just go to our website. Thatchecksout.net.
Don't forget. Yeah,
Comes with a free roast.
yeah. And not of the pot, which is my favorite.
Yeah.
Pot roast
Not
is
the
my
edible
favorite
roast.
Right, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So anyway,
Matt, clip that. Pot is my favorite.
yeah, pot is my favorite.
Clip it.
Roast. Leave the word roast off. But no, anyway, Hanging with Monster. We appreciate it, Monster. Thank you very much. And his podcast is still going strong too, so that's good. I really appreciate him reaching out and saying, hey, I want to support you guys. So
Thank you, Jamie, and your brother, Zach.
I did. You know what's, yeah, you guys are related, right? Just because you look just like him. Just saying. By the way, that goes in the Wayback Machine. And that happened. Okay? Your boy Damon. That's a true conversation. All right? So
He'll get a kick out of that.
Good
part.
times. He will get a total kick out of that one. And then I did laugh. I said, hey, if both of our listeners decide to follow you, I said, that's a win, right? And he started laughing, and I told him in the text, I said, he goes, if my one listener, he ties the one up, and he goes, if my one listener follows you, I go, well, that's a 50%. I said, that's a more than adequate growth and he goes, I love that word adequate, you know. So,
he one downed you.
Yeah,
what
he one down me. So anyway, thanks again, Monster. We appreciate it. And we appreciate the sponsorship. And by the way, we didn't even have to pay or play a really crappy commercial this time. Where
That's
I go,
true.
Hey, this is great.
Customers first.
Yeah, right.
Customers
I was like, I don't remember
first.
seeing anything about the first episode.
Yeah, he's like, oh no.
Trevor first. I don't know what do we
I
say.
have 3 production notes, and that wasn't one of them.
That was not one of them. It was not one
It
of
was
them.
turn on the lights, check the mics.
Right. Yeah. We come in the dark. Okay, did you read your production notes? Do you
No,
even
because
know?
the first one was turn on the lights.
No, because it's dark in here. I can't see
couldn't
the
do it.
production notes.
Couldn't do it.
All right, so now I want to ask you.
Oh no.
I'm supposed to ask you.
Okay.
I got a message from occasionally I get hit with a message from Ted says, "Hey, show notes."
Show
All
notes.
Two words. Show notes, and he'll give me something. So here we go. Show notes, and I got to ask, half-priced books, Daddy.
Yeah, that's my new nickname.
Okay.
Let me tell you. So,
okay.
I went to some store
Gotcha.
because some store had. What my mom said to me over Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I need to replace this chandelier in the dining room. It doesn't like the LED lights.
Okay.
My thought was just put in different lights.
Right.
But she really asked for it. The sconces point upward. She wants them to point down so she can reach to them because she can't reach up over the thing to change it.
Understandable. Okay.
So I looked at some store online and they had.
By the way, still dead to me. Go ahead. Continue.
But I went to the one that is near my house,
Mhm.
and I'm walking around and I go, that one. That's the one I want. I can't figure out why. And it turns out it's because my mom has the nickel version in her kitchen, and this is the matte black version.
And
so
subconsciously, you
yeah,
just knew
so
that.
I'm like, it's going to be the same. I know she can work with that. It'll match without being, cutesy
Right.
matchy. It'll thematically go in. And I walk over to the guy. I was like, hey, I got a question for you. And he's like, yeah, I would like to purchase this, but I have to assume that this gaping hole means that you don't have any left. And he scans it. And he's like, well, you're not out of luck because it's not out of production. We just don't have it right now, but we won't have it before the holidays. Now, this is the 21st or 22nd.
Right.
And
so you're not surprised.
And I was like, yeah. And I said to him, I was like, I didn't come here because I had a weekend before Christmas chandelier emergency.
Yeah, right.
I kind of want it for the holidays.
Who didn't have one of those? I had 3.
For the holidays.
Right.
You know, like I didn't come here because I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Amongst all the other shopping, I better pop in and see how the chandelier situation's going on, right?
Right.
And he's like, well, we can check 2 stores. It's either here or here. And I was like, well, I'll go to this other store because that way I can swing by half-price books because my mom likes large print books and they're not easy to find. But half-price books usually, especially around the holidays, usually has a nice selection. So I go there. I go to the other some store. I find that whatever. I go to the half-price books. I'm in there. As I'm walking by, I see a guy. I'm like, man, everywhere I go, there's a guy that looks just similar to me. Foreshadowing.
You're in a bookstore.
Well, I go to the
Everybody looks
and I run in. And I use the restroom. I come out. I'm looking at the large print books, and I'm down to my haunches. I'm looking at the bottom shelf.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, this kid comes around the corner, and I look at him. He's looking at me, and all of a sudden, he starts walking up towards me, and I'm like, "What is this? What's this punk want?" And this kid is like 4, maybe 5.
You really do look like this other guy.
You're getting ahead of the story. He walks up, and he's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "It's a book." And he goes, "Ah!" And I turn to my right, and I look, and the dude from earlier is further down the aisle. And I'm like, "I think this one's yours." Just so you know, I could have taken him home.
Yeah.
He was real friendly for a half second there.
Yeah.
And the guy turns and looks, and we're wearing the same coat. He's balding. Just so you guys know, I'm balding.
Really?
I didn't know if you caught it. Yeah.
Balding?
It's subtle.
Really? Subtle, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got black glasses, and he's got a reddish beard.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy literally, like, we could have done the
Yeah, could have done the mirror thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And he just turns and looks at me, and he looks at, and he just like, come here and scoops his kid. I just need to reiterate, I didn't try to steal him. He tried to come home with me.
Right.
So now my new nickname is Half Price Books Daddy, because that kid literally just came, and it wasn't like he was asking me. He came in like he was like,
he's coming in hot.
yeah, he came in
Like
hot.
he almost got a hug.
He was leaned all the way into me. He's like, "What's that?" And I was like, it's a book. What is this? Some sort of sting?"
Yeah, right. Chris Hansen walks out. Half Price Books Daddy.
Yeah.
You're going down. Okay.
I understand you tried to lure children with books.
With this whole sexy daddy look you got
The
going
whole
on
point
right
of
here.
that is that if I hadn't seen that guy on the way into the restaurant,
You'd have no idea.
I would have been like, "What the fudge is going on?"
Right.
But I hadn't said fudge.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
F dash 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 word.
Yeah. So I go home and I tell Tina, I'm going to tell you this because I know you don't listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
I sometimes listen to the podcast. I'm like, I'm gonna stick with my original point. And I told her
Bet you don't hear this one.
Her eyes got real big, and I was like, I wasn't gonna steal the kid.
Right.
Maybe.
Look what I got.
Yeah.
You said you weren't going to take the kid.
You said I wouldn't surprise you this Christmas.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So then we wrap it up. Not the kid.
I was going to
The
say.
chandelier. And I bought, light bulbs for my mom, and I put on it, open with the big present.
Yeah.
We put that in front of her.
You do the light bulbs individually?
No, just the box.
Okay,
no,
gotcha.
I am not a sociopath like your son and your Thin Mints. I don't know if that story's coming, but if you don't follow Damon on social media, you'll have to.
I did forget about that, but that is a nice story.
She kept trying to go for the big present. I go, "Mom, cut it out. You have." And I kept,
you gotta go in order.
I go that.
Gotta go in order.
That table next to you is yours. She picks up one, opens it, and then starts opening the big present. I go, "Mom,
Yeah.
the table next to you, all of those are yours."
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know all of them were mine. No, I just decided to put one of yours in amongst other people and be like, "Hope she gives the right one."
Yeah. Fingers crossed. She has opened everybody else's.
So for Christmas, I tell people I drove 4 hours to go nowhere because we hosted. So I went to Wilmington, picked up my mom, went back home, and after Christmas, dropped her off and came back. That's an hour each way.
Right. Yeah.
Once there an hour, once back an hour, once back an hour, once back an hour. It's 4 hours. We get there, and I was like, "Hey, I'll let you know. I'll talk to the other guy. We'll coordinate about hanging this up." And she's like, "What other guy?" Like, "The other guy." She's like, "What other guy?" "The other guy." "What other guy?" "You know what? I'm the one who has to coordinate with him. You don't even worry about it. I'll take care of it." Okay. Never put it together. I was talking about you. So apparently you were dead to my mom.
First off, she's like,
"What other guy comes here and helps you with do stuff around your house?"
you know what's weird though? If you would have said the other man, she would have been like, Damon's never been a man. I've never seen Damon as a man ever. So I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't. You said man. Okay, that's not fair.
Yeah.
I'm not. How am I supposed to guess? Okay.
That adequate guy is going to swing by.
Yeah, it's adequately going to be hung. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
So
And I mean, you're ceiling fan.
So by the way, you need
Go
to
ahead.
help me put a chandelier in my mouth.
Yeah, right. Side note. By the way,
Side
can't
note.
say no. We're on the podcast. Okay, but so we will sidebar the Thin Mint. I forgot about Thin Mints. Okay, so if you follow on social media, I do. We have a tradition in my house
Tradition.
all the time. Okay, anything my kids like, and if it brings me pain or anguish, they like it even more. I mean, it's immediate. But when Chuck he was 5-ish, he dropped. I had Thin Mints in my. I love Thin Mints. Okay, love them. So we get they're the cheap ones. They're like the Zachary ones, which is ironic. It's his name,
right?
But we get those. So Chuck's walking with those. By the way, for those who don't follow, we call him Chuck. His name is Zachary. Okay,
Like, did that man just have a stroke? He just said his son Chuck's name is Zachary.
Yeah,
that doesn't.
So
it doesn't check out.
They were different people.
Yeah. And you've been here the entire time, so I understand.
Almost 5 years. Mac is just now catching on.
Oh my God, he's got one less kid than I thought he had.
Hey, you know what? Jamie and Zach, same person.
Same person. Chuck and
Zach, same person.
Same person. So anyway, what happened is he was walking in the door with them for me, and he dropped them, and he accidentally stepped on them at 5 years old, and so he kind of smashed a corner, this and that, and we all laughed, and we're like, okay. And Dad ate around those because Dad still wanted Thin Mints, right? So it's good. Fast forward to the next year, and he's 6, 7, right? And I get him, and I watch him Gronk spike them next to me, then stomp on them with both feet and go, tradition. Okay? Now, fast forward to this year, where he is 17 years old, okay? And what I heard was, what I knew was, I took him out, I only had one box. Normally I get 2, there's a backup, because normally we just smash one, Dad gets one, right?
It's like the kid's cake at his first birthday.
Right, it's a smash cake. Smash cake. But every year, we got smash Thin Mints, okay? So anyway, and I love the Thin Mints. I was like, I really want these. I'm really having a taste for these, right? I got none, okay? But I put them, by the way, you're all with me. I'm not ahead of the story. I got 0. But let me tell you how we got there, okay? I pull them out of the stocking, okay? And I set them on the counter behind stuff. Like, he is not going to see these. I'm going to open these later. He's going to be like, damn it, I missed my chance, okay? So to which, I'm sitting in the chair, and my kitchen's kind of behind me, right? And then he disappears behind me, and I hear him go, oh, Thin Mints. And then I hear, and I'm like, what was that? And then I hear, welcome to the 220 Club. And he stomps on him with his foot, because he weighs 220 pounds now at 17 years old. He stomps on him, and they are flat.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen him smash. If I ran him over with the car, they'd be about in the same condition. Okay? So my man, very thorough. Then he looks at me and goes, tradition, you're not eating those. Okay? So that's where we're at for Thin Mints. So when you brought that up, I did actually forget about that. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that I could have you relive that pain.
Yeah. So that was
you know
was
you
really,
still didn't get?
Yeah.
Thin Mints.
Thin Mints. Right. Still have not gotten Thin Mints. So I will tell you, so for me, I was Christmas shopping, kind of last minute thing. I ran through the mall out, in this area, and I don't like going to the mall because there's really nothing at the mall ever, but I walk in certain stores just to look for weird stuff, right?
Sure.
Thought, whatever. The days of the mom and pop stores in there anywhere, they're gone because they charge so much rent. You got to have so much overhead, unless you're fixing cell phone screens or something, you don't have a store there, right? So I walk in this little store and I find a keychain that has Stitch on it. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to get that for Miss because she'll be driving here, in April, she'll be driving on her own. She'll have her own key, la. So it's like, I don't know, $8 or something, $6. And so I got told 8 times, by the way, I can read the sign. If you buy 2, they're this many. If you buy 3, they're this many. If you buy 4, okay, I don't need 4 keychains. I need 1. Okay. So I realize the savings I'm losing by not buying 4 of them.
Yeah.
But I also realize the savings I'm keeping
by
not buying 4 of them. There's math on both sides.
Correct.
Okay. So there's science in the math. Trust me. So anyway, this lady who's working there, now your thing's just raising up. You let's go, and the mic goes up into space. Yeah, it's kind of great. So, but anyway, I walk up to the thing and I pull out cash, and I pull out a $10 bill. Okay, the $10 bill has a slight tear in the edge of it. Okay, and when I mean that it's not missing anything. It's a tear. Now this lady, who is either the bodega owner, right, or probably related to someone who owns said bodega, she sees I have more money on me. And so as I hand it to her, she goes, do you have another 10? That's what she tells me. And I go, yeah. And I've already handed it to her. And she takes it, looks at it like, this is not acceptable. So I go, yeah, I do. And she hands it back to me, to which I take and put it back in my money clip and walk out of the store. And she looks at me like, wow, called the wrong bluff.
Right.
You did, because here's the deal. that spends the same for anybody.
Right.
I didn't pull that on purpose. I tug one out of there, and there's a 10. Okay, here we are. We're good. Just take it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not half a bill. It's not.
Yeah, 'cause
it's not deface
I did
destroyed
read that-
property. There
that-
is certain things.
Well,
where
I
you
did read
can't.
that there are Target and Walmart. They're not taking.
If you're missing chunks
You're
of stuff.
missing chunks of
Right.
it. It's into pieces.
And-
if it's just a slight tear, that doesn't count.
It was a tear with a fold over on it, and the whole bill was there. And I again didn't even know it was like that. Just yanked it. Now, do I have more? Absolutely. Are you getting one? No. See, your question was, do I have more? And I said, yeah. And I reached my hand out. And I had her hand it back to me. Then I folded up in there, and she's watching me put the money, and her eyes get kind of big. And I turn, I go, Merry Christmas, and I walked away.
You know what you should have told her is that if you buy tape in multiple rolls, it's cheaper.
It's cheaper. Yeah. You know what's weird? If I give you the other bill, okay, I'm going to need more change. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to need more change because what it is when I pull out 2, I get a discount.
That's like when I was in Branson, spending Branson money,
Mhm.
and my charge was less than $10, and I handed my debit card. And he's like, "I'm going to use your ID," and I'm like, "No, you don't." And he's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, we do." I'm like, "Well," and I was like, I asked for my card back and walked out because I
Yeah,
was like,
I don't need it then.
"No, you don't need my driver's license
Yeah.
for a less than $10 charge.
I-
Visa will cover it both ways.
Yeah, I don't.
They'll cover for it if I'm faking. They'll cover for it if you're faking.
Right. Yeah.
That's how Visa works.
Yeah.
Get out of town.
Yeah. But no, I really thought that like maybe I'm just like emotionally attached to a said keychain after
Right.
2 minutes of being in your store and selecting it. I don't think so.
Yeah,
You know-
I like it. You just didn't even
Yeah.
like didn't even talk to me. Just I'm
Yeah,
out.
but I said Merry Christmas and I walked away and she just kind of looked at me like dumbfounded. I'm like, no, you don't understand. You had a $10 bill in your hand.
Yeah.
And you asked me if I had another one. My answer, yes, I do. I have plenty of them. Okay.
You know which one
have
you were getting? That one.
that one.
You didn't want it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Transaction.
Coincidentally, the one that I guess I wanted to get rid of anyway was that one.
Over. Hey, you know how much you save if you buy 0 keychains?
$10.
$10.
It turns out $10 and a killer story. Okay. So because I told this to my family too, and they're like, and they looked at me and I'm thinking to myself, you'd have done the same thing. So now it's funny to hear that you have done the same thing.
Yeah.
I am not emotionally attached to anything in this world.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than my family.
Especially like a keychain that you're kind of like,
Yeah. Now listen, I get some little kid rub up on me in a bookstore. I get
Yeah.
emotionally attached right
Sure,
away.
immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might swap him out for another kid. Okay. I might do that.
I named him Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah. You tell his dad. His name's Kevin now.
Hey, Kevin's looking for you.
Yeah. His name is Timmy. No, it ain't.
No.
No, it ain't.
It was.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
You know what? I keep an eye on my kids. Kevin's right here.
Yeah.
I think I keep turning around as if
Yeah.
people listening to this know that I'm acting it
Yeah.
out.
But you know what's weird? He's really going all in on this bit.
Yeah.
All right. I wish you could see it. But no, so that was one of my favorite little shopping stories, you know, because everybody's got those, you know, shopping stories. So I have 2 more things that I want to point out. First thing, and this is a true statement. What are you doing to lights? You doing
He's
something?
moving some scrim on
I
you.
always say, are you scrimming me? Am I getting a scrim job? What am I doing?
Oh my
What?
Oh,
No, there's no
I'm just here for the scrim job.
stagehand job, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Scrim jobs, no.
Yeah, stagehand jobs. That's what you do, not scrim jobs. You're right. So anyway, the point I was going to make before I was so, I don't know, rudely lit up.
Yeah, before
Okay.
before lights were. No, we did say that was step 1 of his.
That is that you're
Production
correct.
notes.
Yeah, he's finally reading.
Yeah.
He's like, they've been here for 20 minutes talking. Better turn the
That's
lights on.
something about notes.
Better turn the lights on.
there
Oh,
they are.
yeah, lights.
Yeah.
Lights.
Okay, you were going to say 2 things.
Yeah. So Lilo, my dog, I'm convinced, loves me more than anybody in the household. Okay.
Well,
And-
I mean, to be fair, you think everyone loves you more than anyone in the household. but
Well, I mean, everybody loves
why
me.
wouldn't that translate to the dog?
Right. But my point is, okay, and this is I think a very, very valid point. If I take Lilo and throw her in the trunk of the car for 30 minutes and open the trunk of the car, tail's wagging, she's like, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you.
I have a feeling I'm ahead of this, but go ahead.
Okay. Now, say I take Nicole,
Mm-hmm.
okay, throw her in same trunk, okay, not with Lilo because that's kind of ignorant, you know, they had their own turn, you know what I mean? But throw her in the trunk, shut the trunk, come back in 30 minutes. I don't think I'm getting the tail wag.
No.
Okay. I really don't.
I hope you're getting trunk poop.
Yeah, both times.
Yeah, just-
both times. It's like first off, I shit on top
Well-
of Lilo. Okay, on top of
Well, the
Lilo's
best
pile.
part is that Nicole can throw it.
right. Yeah, that's what it is. I threw Lilo's. Okay, still working on mine. Still working on
Throw
mine.
it right
yeah,
at you.
still working on mine.
Speaking of which,
yeah.
I come home the other day and I was,
Nicole pooped at your house?
as you do, frequently.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
As you do, I come home and I ask, the dog, were you a good boy? All that thing. I
Yeah.
was informed, the dog decided to use the stairs as a toilet.
Oh, my dog does that too.
But luckily it was a solid waste.
Yes.
Which it's funny. Someone's like, well, it's funny that's
but
what
it's
you-
step by step,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. The thing is, they're like, it's funny. That's what you prefer. I'm like, right. Well, I can just pick up solid waste.
Correct.
Wet waste.
No stains.
That's
No stains.
that's different.
Small rubber.
But I said, what led to this? And I was told, oh, well, he was whining and I was ignoring him. Oh,
okay.
so it wasn't the dog's fault.
Okay. So I understand Titan is off the hook.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, I assumed that straight in. That's why I decided to like bait the hook.
Yeah.
Oh, what led to that?
So this is what Lilo does this in the middle of the night. Okay. And so see, look at that. Look what he's doing.
You can't do that.
You
man.
can't just say, hey, let there be light.
You know what? You know which one of us was just going to work through that? This guy.
Oh yeah. No,
'Cause you know who isn't squirreled? This guy.
oh yeah, no. I
Literally.
first, you're still moving it.
Literally.
I can't stop looking at what you're
A
doing.
speck of dust could come between us. And you'd be like, what's that?
Whoa.
What is that?
Did you see that?
You see that?
If I lock that in a trunk, will it still like me in a half hour? Yeah.
Like I implore Mac never to just pluck a hair out of his head and send it this way.
yeah.
Because as it's floating around, it'll be like that bag in American.
Yeah.
I remember the name of that movie where the plastic bag just floating around.
I was gonna say, what's the end of Forrest Gump with the feather?
Yeah, with the feather.
Yeah, where you see me just
Yeah.
batting at the screen.
I
You're
wish
like,
we
"Is
could.
Damon
I
batting
wish
at
we
the
could
screen?"
do Family Guy cutaways because it would just be you in the theater. Like, what's that feather?
Yeah.
Why is that feather floating?
Why is it? Is this movie over? Why is there still feather?
That's the feather from the beginning, I think.
yeah.
Was it been there the whole time? It's
Did I
been
miss it?
decades.
Was it up in the corner?
It's been decades. It's still floating. What's happening? People are just like, shh, boo,
Yeah.
boo this man.
First off, you put me in a trunk, I'll be happy to see you in a half hour. I
All
promise.
right. So what prompted this thought experiment of you throwing your dog and your wife separately in trunks
separately,
for half
yeah,
an
not
hour?
together. I'm not an animal. I'm not an animal. Okay.
I put it in there.
Yeah.
I didn't even imply they were together. I came straight out and said they were separate.
So no, I just thought about it. I'm like, every day when I get home, and what's funny is I just say the same thing. I'll be like, oh, you're such a pretty girl. And then Nicole look at me and be like, thank you. And I'm like, I was talking to the dog, you know? So I thought if it's a straight up contest, I should be able to tell the dog you're a pretty girl because guess what's going to happen?
Right.
The dog's going to be like, hey, that's my guy.
Dog's gonna appreciate it.
Guy's going to be like, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what Nicole's going to do? I'm going to kill that guy. Okay. I'm going to murder that guy. So we're both that guy. I'm
Yeah.
that guy for both
Yeah,
of them.
for sure.
But one of them is, I love that guy. The other
Yeah.
one's, I'm going to kill that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I understand the difference.
It's funny you say that because I was thinking I was sweeping the other day at work and someone asked why I was sweeping and I did the same thing. I was like, why am I sweeping or why am I sweeping? Like, what
Right.
question are you asking?
How are we emphasizing this?
That same thing. Like,
Yeah.
you're the guy, the same one. I don't think there's any emphasis on that. You're the guy.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm the sweeper.
Yeah.
Do you want to know why
You're
I'm
the
the
guy.
sweeper?
Right.
Yeah. Or why I'm sweeping?
Yeah.
What do we need to know?
Are you asking why I'm doing it or are you asking why I'm doing it? Those are two different questions.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to need you to say that out loud 3 times, and I'm going to take the best one,
Yeah.
and I'm going to answer that question.
I got it in the third. All
Yeah.
right, now we know.
So the other thing that I wanted to point out, so I saw a car. It was a Camaro convertible,
All right.
and it had a hood mural on it.
Oh, no.
Okay. And not one of those murals like, you know, how some people put like they put the flags on their car, this or that, and it just stretches over and then they take it off. This was an actual, I went and paid for a mural. Okay. It was a mama bear and a baby bear and a nativity scene, you know, like a forest scene. Okay. And it was on the hood of a Camaro convertible.
And they paid for that?
They paid for that.
On a Camaro.
Now, yeah.
A car you can no longer purchase
No,
new.
it was like a 2010, 2014, you know, the last body style before
Yeah.
they stopped making them. So my thought was first off, my first thought was save some for the rest of us, player. Because come on,
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you
I hope
were,
I hope you got some water displacing tires on that car.
that's what I'm
'cause
saying. Yeah,
The streets are going to be wet.
it's going to be damp. Okay, yeah, moist in the Netherlands. I'm just
Right.
telling you that
For
right now.
sure.
Yes, but my second thought was why?
Well, that was my original
that-
question.
yeah.
You paid money for this.
I was going to start with why, but
Yeah.
then I thought, man, just save some for the rest of us.
Yeah. Were
know
you
what I mean?
covering up a couple scratches on the hood? Like, what were you doing?
Right, but is there any better way?
Well,
Okay.
hey, that's let's say it's your mother-in-law's car.
Right,
You scratch it up, and then you're like, oh no, I got to cover it.
she loves bears,
But yeah, I got to make it subtle.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she'll never notice that the scratch.
Okay.
Like, just hey, can you put 2 bears on this, but line up the claws of the bear with the scratches I put on this car?
Yeah. So it
And
looks 3D.
Yeah, it'll seem like it's part of it.
Right, yeah. You see where the hood's tore completely open? Yeah. I need the bear pawn at that. Okay. I need the bear pawn at that.
Where did you see this? Was it at a swap meet or a flea market?
No, it was actually
Guitar Center?
yeah.
Mac's house?
Family funeral. Just driving with the flashers on. I know that guy. That's my cousin. No.
That's Comedy Brian.
Yeah. I know that guy. But my other thing, let me point out 2 flaws in your sloth. First off, you said it's your mother-in-law's car. I said this is a Camaro convertible. You have met my mother-in-law. She's not getting in or out.
I wasn't implying it was you. I was just saying that's a
just
story.
checking.
I was talking about the person who actually owned the car,
checking. All
not your mother.
So we've ruled out this is not my car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nor do I have access to.
Because you said you saw a car, not like I purchased a car.
Yeah.
And I painted this on it.
What I was waiting for is for you guys to be like, that's the coolest thing ever. Be like, it's my car. Okay, just so you guys know.
I wonder where you keep fishing the story.
Yeah.
Why does the story keep going? Well, I'm waiting for you to like it so I can tell you it's mine.
So guess what's in the trunk of this car? Was it Nicole? You know? So, but no, I saw it and it's like, that my first thought probably was why, but I just thought, man, play on, playa. You know what I mean? Just like, man, how do you make this better? I got a Camaro convertible, but I see your convertible and I raise you a mama bear and a baby bear, you know?
I would have started popping in, whatever this was. I would have started popping in the store. Someone can help you. Yeah, I'm just looking for a dude with a cane, most likely with a gold or diamond top.
Yeah. Goes by the name Silky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? He be pimping.
Yeah. He's on the way to the player haters ball.
Pimping ain't easy. Pimping ain't easy. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that right now. So
you just walk into every store and just be like, P-I-M-P? Just wait for the guy to turn his head. Yeah. It's nice Camaro. And then you leave.
All right. Let's do some fun facts.
Fun facts.
Fun facts. Having a baby bear on your hood is not the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Okay. Not the worst thing you can do.
Sign of a playa.
All right. People who get goosebumps while listening to music have a special mental condition that makes them extremely emotional to certain kinds of stimuli. This condition is known as frisson. F-R-I-S-S-O-N. Frisson. Okay.
It's almost like
Now I've been there. I get that. I mean, you ever get goosebumps at a weird time where you're like, why did I just get goosebumps? And then you almost feel like, did somebody just like run, like, did a ghost just run through me and I felt that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Is that your first thought?
No, I was thinking it sounds like French for strawberry, but we were totally different pages on that. I don't even know if we're in the same library.
I was having a crepe. Okay. I was thin pancakes with fruit in them. Yeah, I was having a crepe. But no, I've done that with music.
I was having a crepe.
I was having a crepe. Yeah. Frisson. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are delicious. Those are goosebumps. Okay. Those are goosebumps. But I love how it says a special mental condition. See, I know I have one of those. Hey, Jerry's here.
Jerry's here.
Jerry. First off, Jerry, you can try and sneak in. I'm going to say something because I saw you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right. You missed the whole conversation about a speck of dust could distract him.
I want to get you
a man walking in an American flag sweater. That's good. He's going to notice.
Can we get him a green jumpsuit in the hallway and he can walk across that green thing right there? I won't even know he's here.
Yeah, I don't think green screen works in real world.
Why is that green screen moving? Damon, stop talking. Stop looking around the room. Just read the next fun fact. All right, fun fact number 2. In 1945, Tsutomu Yamaguchi survived the atomic blast at Hiroshima.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, is this the guy that he went over to Nagasaki and also
dragged himself to an air raid shelter, spent the night, caught the morning train so he could arrive at his job in Nagasaki, where he survived another atomic blast.
Could you imagine? No one else in Nagasaki knows what this sounds like, right?
Yeah.
He hears the.
He's like, oh no!
Oh, you gotta be kidding!
Yeah. Are you shitting me right now? Yeah. Oh my god! You know what's weird? They just wanted that guy dead. They're like, if you just sit still.
What's that song where it's like, I take the morning train and like I take it home again? Like that's how I originally wrote. Like I was in. Can you imagine that though?
Yeah.
Also, only in Japan, and Matt can back me up on this, on the culture of Japan. Only in Japan would you drag yourself home, wash yourself off, and then go to work.
Yeah.
In the middle of a war, and you just got atomic bombed, and you're like, well, it is Monday.
Imagine telling the guys
do have to get back.
Imagine telling the guys in Nagasaki, they'll be like, you're never going to believe what happened. And then like 6 seconds later, you're like, you're going to believe it in about 2 minutes.
You're never going to believe what happened. I can't come in today. No, we really need you. Okay, I'm going to come in. And you come in, and you're like, guys, I tried to stay home.
Yeah.
This is on you.
Right. Yeah. But he's the guy. He's got the device or whatever. And they're like, we need that guy dead. Okay. And it's like, what do you do? He got on the train and he went to okay.
There's no way the Americans will have 2 of those.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, Tsutomu Yamaguchi, my man, way to be. Talk about, hey, set it and forget it, man. I'm going to work.
Yeah.
I told you I'd be there. I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there.
I mean, he's making the rest of us look bad. The guy survived an atomic bomb and got up and was like, nah, it is Monday.
Right, yeah. I get a headache and I'm like, screw Sunday. Yeah. I'm going to sit down all day.
I'm like, you know what? Christmas falling on a Wednesday doesn't really work for me. I'm going to need to take some extra days off for that.
Right, yeah. All right. This
Yeah,
next,
let's call Andrew. This is a callback from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Let's call Andrew and tell him on his birthday.
on his birthday, he's got to go to work.
Let's call him and tell him this story.
Yeah.
This man watched a bomb hit him in the face.
Yeah.
And got up and went to work the next day.
And went, that's all you got? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You know what, though? It wasn't his birthday. I mean,
That's true.
Nothing special.
He probably did stay home
nothing
on his
special.
birthday.
Yeah, he probably stayed home on his birthday. All right. Next fun fact. This one, I just want to read it
Oh,
because then I'm going to show you the picture. Scientists have discovered that on occasion, an octopus will punch a fish for no reason other than spite. See what the octopus says? Don't read it. Okay. But when I saw this fun fact,
Can I edit read it?
go ahead, read it like Jerry.
F them fish. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Stuck
them fish.
Stuck them fish.
I forgot. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just think it's funny that if you're just a fish swimming along, all of a sudden octopus for no reason just cold cocks you out of the side.
No, I think the way I picture it is just two octopi talking to each other. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, how was your weekend? Well, did you hear about the guy that went and he atomic bomb and he went to hold on just a second. Bow!
So anyway, he went to work. Okay.
He went to work. What was that about that? Stuck that fish.
Yeah.
That
Stuck
fish
him.
knows I got 8 of these.
Yeah.
Why is he swimming in my territory?
Yeah.
I got 8 of them. He's lucky he only got 1.
Yeah. You're tapping him on the shoulder with the other one.
Yeah.
Then you sucker punch him. It's like, you are quite a dick, Randy. I don't understand why you keep doing that. You know, listen.
This is why you are invited to parties.
Yeah,
Randy.
if you want to punch him one time, that's cool. But to tap him and then punch him, that's just not cool, man. That's not cool at all. All right. He's going to blame me. I got 8 of them too. All right. He's going to blame me. Yeah. Yeah. You also, when he goes cow tipping, he puts his own tentacle behind the top of the cow, then pushes. By the way, I don't think octopus can probably cow tip.
Probably not.
Probably not a lot of science behind that.
No.
Yeah. Sorry about
I don't think
that.
it's in their culture to tip.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah. Plus, if cows are in the ocean, they're pretty much buoyant.
Yeah.
All right.
Manatees? Sea cows?
I'll take what are nicknames Damon heard in high school for 200, Pat?
Half price books, Daddy?
Yeah. By the way, Jerry missed that. You're going to have to catch up on that next week. So here's my last fun fact. I saved it for last because it is so awesome. I'm gonna cry. Ambulance hits Oregon cyclist. They rush him to the hospital inside the ambulance. Then they bill him $1,800 for the service, for the ride. They show the guy.
Yeah, oh yeah. It literally was like a corpse.
Okay, first off, my bad.
You know, you know what? I would have paid him with a rip 10.
Yeah. Do you have another 10? I don't.
I don't.
I really don't.
So I guess we're even.
You know what's weird? This wasn't ripped before you hit me at 60 mile an hour
right.
in your ambulance. Okay.
The
license plate says Jaws.
Yeah.
That is so ironic.
Hey, good news, bad news. You're going to be able to walk in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Is that the good news or the bad news?
Yeah.
Oh, sir, you have no idea.
So here's the deal. Are you familiar with a copay? Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I read this and I thought, then it's $1,800. So first off, he probably doesn't live there. And I'm sure not everywhere is like us, but I know like by me, because I pay taxes and we pay a ton of taxes. But if I have to ride in an ambulance from my house to whatever, I don't pay for that. Okay. That's hey, Damon, thanks for your.
Jerry just turned around like, who is this cat?
Yeah.
Who's this guy just getting free ambulance rides?
Yeah. Right. I used it like an Uber.
Yeah.
Okay. I fell down. All right. I'm in an ambulance ride to where? To the hospital? To my house.
Yeah.
Okay. To my house. I live in Shanahan. It's all good. This is a Shanahan ride. But
I'm going to need a wee woo drive through.
can we stop at McDonald's? I want some nuggies. All right. I'm telling you right now. I want some nuggies.
Anyone else? 3 orange whips.
Yeah. Ho-whips. Did you say the H? Ho-whips.
Don't
So-
say about the octopus. He'll just cold cock you. Stuck them fish.
Yeah. But again, what kind of balls does that take as the ambulance
Yeah.
driver to be like, okay, look, we got to help him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't. Nobody rides for free.
Yeah, here's a waiver
Yeah.
so you don't sue us. And here's your bill.
What's the old bumper sticker from when we were kids? Ass, grass,
Ass,
or cash.
grass.
Nobody rides
Yeah.
for free. Yeah, it's on the back of the ambulance. You're like, damn it. You know?
It was.
I don't.
You hit me with the front of it.
Yeah.
The sticker's on the back.
I didn't see that.
That's not really on
You
me.
need to put one of them on the grill. Yeah. They wheel you in. It's on the roof of the ambulance. When you're looking up.
Put it backwards.
Yeah. Why?
What?
In case you got to look in the reflection. I don't
Hey,
know.
we just hit print on the printer and everything just comes out
Yeah,
like
I'm
that.
sorry. I don't understand.
You should have had seen it in the mirror.
Yeah. Kind of weird. So anyway, yeah. Thought I'd add that in there, but it's in Oregon. So apparently you don't want to get hit by an ambulance in Oregon, or you will get charged. Now, I have a couple of There Goes My Heroes. And when I say a couple, we haven't done this in a long time. Which one is it? Yeah, good guess. Okay, first one. Jerry, turn your ringer off. Damn it, Jerry. Man forged head injury to get months off of work and then returned being rude to anyone, citing that his personality had been altered by the incident. I'm going to tell you right now, this guy is smart as hell. Okay? Head injury. So I'm off work. Can't come to work. Sorry. Maybe he's an NFL player, whatever. I'm concussed. Okay, got to take 3 games off.
Maybe he was riding his bike and an ambulance came by.
Yeah, he comes back. All of a sudden, he's an octopus.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm just punching people left and right. You know, why? Head injury. You know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't want to do that, Diane. Why not? Head injury. Did you not know?
Right. Yeah.
I don't answer for you anymore. You are my employee. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Head injury.
Head
Can't even say it right. Head injury.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to slur your speech every now and then. Yeah. But yeah, no, he faked it. Got months off of work, probably paid. Okay. I wonder if he faked it at work. See, that would be even better.
Yeah.
Where you're like, okay, cool. You know what's going to happen? You're going to pay me to stay home.
Right.
And then you're going to pay me to come back.
And then I'm
going
to come. Yeah. So
to
come
everyone.
back and be a deck.
Yeah. I'm going to be a huge deckhand to everyone that works here.
Hopefully I can come back during the holidays. So I can deck the halls.
Yeah. Right. All right. My other fun fact. This one is kind of neat because we just went through Christmas. And this one says, a cute thing I tell my kids when I see a dead deer on the side of the road is, looks like Santa lost his temper again. All right.
Wow. That
Now-
also got a turn from Jerry.
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
It's pretty harsh. Now, the thing that makes it better, too, is it's a Skeletor cartoon. So immediately it caught my eye because anything Skeletor.
Yeah, I think I would have been like, ooh, it looks like Santa was pissed.
Yeah. Yeah. So my thing is when they're falling from the sky into the road, that's probably the wrong thing to tell the kids.
Right.
Okay. Now, if they watch it get hit by the trucker, okay, going across, or the ambulance, maybe they could,
Right.
2 for 1. Maybe
Yeah,
the guy was riding the
already-
reindeer.
It's already dented.
Yeah, the guy said cyclist. Maybe the guy was drunk riding a reindeer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Never know. So, but he says it's the cute thing I tell my kids. Now I sing Sleepy Raccoon. Okay, now we've all been abreast of this song. I've made everybody aware of this song. Okay, Sleepy Raccoon, get your head off the yellow line. Okay,
yeah,
I sing that. There could be entrails for lanes.
Yeah.
Okay, I still sing like things just sleeping. All right, that's what I do. You know why? I'm a loving parent. I'm the kind of parent that I could be a bookstore daddy. I really could. If I knelt down, I guarantee you some kid would want to be a part of this right now.
Oh yeah, Kevin's right in your wheelhouse.
Right in my wheelhouse.
Kevin's coming home with you.
Seems very approachable.
Yeah.
So very approachable. But anyway, I just thought these two are my heroes because first one guy faked it, time off work, and then gets to come back and be a huge deck.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Okay. By the way, adequate deck. Maybe not a huge deck, but an adequate deck.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think that one you can go huge.
Yeah. But then the other one, and then you see the kids crying in the back seat. That's why I like the picture too, where it's like, Santa's getting a little pissed. He's knocking off a reindeer. Okay. I don't think you're going to get the Red Ryder BB gun there, kid.
Right.
I just don't think it's going to happen. So now, all that said, I got to hear that song twice. How about a straight story?
Strange stories.
Happy New Year, you crazy Canadian.
Yeah. Wait until you hear this title.
Oh no.
Tiny spoons suggest barbarian warriors snorted dope before battling Romans.
Were they the little McDonald's coffee spoons?
Oh, that would have been great.
Do you remember those? They were so cool. They had a little M at the end.
Yeah. But it would have been great, though, is if they actually found those, like, amongst all of the ruins.
Yeah.
These Roman ruins are like, is that a McFlurry? Is that a...
Well,
what is that cup?
Do you remember the little McDonald's spoons they used to get with coffee? They actually had to discontinue them because people were using them.
For, like, freebase and stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because apparently they were the perfect size for a little bump.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I'm loving it.
I'm bumping it.
Yeah, there you go. Do. I'm bumping it.
You mean your stereo? Not at all.
Not at all.
That's not what I meant at all.
Maybe. I
Not
don't even
at
know
all.
what's happening.
Yeah.
I'll let you know in about 3 to 5 hours.
Yeah. It says, a new study suggests that warriors of the Germanic tribes that ancient Romans faced on Central European battlefields may have gone into battle, hopped up on various substances.
Did they test the spoons? Because I like how they're like, oh, those little spoons, drugs.
Yeah. You know what? It screams drugs.
Yeah.
Screams.
Maybe they just had smaller appetites back then. or there was less food, so they took small bites to make it seem bigger.
Yeah, but those
adequate.
guys weren't just adequate bites.
This meal's adequate. Look, Jerry's looking it up as if I'm. Yeah, look how much those cost.
Oh, the
Someone
McDonald's
is
spoons?
selling one on eBay for $750. A plastic spoon.
Yeah. Hey,
How much is a 3-pack, Jerry?
3-pack?
$9.
$9. See, we could do that.
Oh, look, there's a 5-pack for $25.
we have
And Monster
McDonald's foods money.
Sponsored by Monster this week.
Ooh, look at that. Hey, Monster, you sponsor the bump. All right, you sponsor the bump.
Let's all do the bump. Bump,
Yeah.
bump.
By the way, hey Mac, since you took away the TV over here that we normally get to see that Jerry does, how are we going to do that? Because now I'm lost. Where'd that TV go?
I'm putting it on that TV. I put it on that TV.
Oh, put it on
last
this
time.
TV. Yeah, put it on this TV. That's
Look,
fine.
wait, he turns literally a quarter inch. Oh, yeah, just put it on this
Yeah,
TV.
just put it on this one. You know the big one over here?
The one
no
right
looks
here.
at?
8 inches from your face.
Yeah, this one. You're going to have to back down the scrim, though. I can't see nothing because it's all glare. So anyway, yeah, you're going to have to scrim the hell out of this place.
I was so excited. Oh, yeah, just put it on this one.
Yeah. like a Magellan. I just discovered there's a TV right here. Did you guys see this?
Yeah. Hey, yeah, you guys in this land, this continent, did you guys know there's land here? I just found it.
There's a TV. There's a TV right here. You guys are so stupid. There's a TV right here.
Hey, Chief, already here. I just found this land.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah. Hey, Chief lives here. Guess what?
The look on your face.
Yeah.
You lit up so bright.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I solved the problem for everybody.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
You are a problem solver for
I
sure.
am. So it says they're saying that because they believe they discovered age-old barbarian drug paraphernalia.
Okay, there you go. Yes. Spoons.
Strange tiny spoons.
What if they just played a little band? It was the Germanic jug band Christmas.
Oh, that'd be so great.
Brothers.
Spoon Man. He's just banging them off himself. Yeah.
Spoon Man. Fighting every place with my clan. Spoon Man.
So strangely, all the spoons have been discovered among weapons, armor, and other implements of war. However, they are
found
way
it-
too small to be of any practical culinary use.
They found it with tridents and swords. Oh, look, we got knives and fighting forks. Oh, and drug spoons.
Yeah.
That's what those have got to be.
So what are these sporks over here? Oh, those are weapons. Those are sporks. Those are weapons.
You know, it'd be great if you just saw them like in battle and 1066, and they're like stirring tea with their little spoons. What do you think those think when they find these little spoons? That we were sophisticated and civilized? Yeah, that's what they'll think. Drugs.
Yeah, drugs.
They're doing drugs.
Hardcore drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a bump of that tea. Yeah. Yeah. Says, but they're the right size to function as dosing aids, much like some drug users use today. Today. By
580-2300.
today. By measuring their substances with a spoon, the warriors could have ensured they got enough of the good stuff to fly into a rage while avoiding a fatal overdose.
Oh, so it was the berserker rage.
Yeah, that's what it is. So instead of battle magic from ancient gods, it seems legendary berserkers may have been fueled by dope.
Well, you know what's great is that because they would have been used to it, it could have been like a coffee bean.
Yeah,
They ate one bean. They're like,
yeah.
went nuts.
What is that guy doing? I don't know. I really don't know. All right. So it says the mystery of the spoons, the study on the barbarian drug storing, was recently published in the journal of something I can't read, Zeitschrift. It details a potential solution to a mystery surrounding small ancient Germanic spoons. Does that really?
Was it a mystery? Like everyone found spoons until one guy was like, what if it was drugs? Oh, that's got to be it.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
solved.
Solved.
You know what? You know what though? I gotta be honest with you, because if I was there and I went, oh, drugs, just here on the TV,
Right.
drugs.
And then
Fine.
cut to Robert Stack. It was like, it was decided it was drugs by some nosy bitch who lived up the street.
I'm like, I live up the street. You hear
It's
me over
me.
there? I think I'm that guy.
Robert Stack is talking about me.
I just got cred. I got street cred. This is so great. Says for a long time, archaeologists have been unearthing tiny spoons at sites occupied by the tribes during the time of the ancient Roman.
They just get one dumb intern that licks one. Hey, this tastes like that party I was at last week.
Yeah.
Simon, I think you're right. I think it's drugs.
Yeah.
I think it was drugs.
Drugs. Made from a range of materials, including antler, metal, silver. I love how antler's a material. So we got metal, silver, antler. Yeah. So
Shin bone.
yeah. Whoa, we won't want to question that one. That's a shin bone. The 241 spoons have been found in Germany, Scandinavia, and Poland. Okay.
Drugs.
Yeah.
It's been a problem for a while.
Of course, there was no mass production among the Germanic tribes, so the size of the spoons naturally vary. So they're not all small,
Right.
okay? So do you go by the size of your nostril and
Yeah.
what size bump you
Yeah,
need?
they're like, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. We draw the line of culinary right here.
Yeah.
Everything after this,
Bump.
food.
Yeah.
Everything after that, drugs.
Yeah. It's the Food and Drug Administration.
That's what it was.
That's where it comes from.
They finally had to find one small. Oh, you know what? They do make them smaller. It was drugs. You're right.
It was drugs. It was drugs. Yeah.
You're right. I owe you $50.
So it says on average, however, they are roughly 2 to 3 inches long, with a bowl more or less than an inch in diameter. That's an inch in diameter. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's not.
That's a hell
Isn't
of
that
a-
like a teaspoon?
That's a hell of a bump.
That's not. Yeah. That's. I got to be honest with you. My man's running through the wall. We don't need a Trojan horse. Okay. You know what he did? He took 2 of those and he ran through the wall. Okay. So it says, as such, the spoons are way too small for a burly barbarian to eat with. You want to know what pisses off a barbarian? Give him small bites. Give him baby
Yeah,
bites.
that's true.
Okay. Maybe he's not bumping. Maybe he's hungry.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he's hungry.
He's so upset that he can't.
That's what it
Yeah.
is. That's what it is. Is I want to eat the whole
Yeah.
thing right now.
Here's a giant weapon to murder someone.
Yeah.
And here's a tiny spoon to feed yourself
Okay.
with.
And by the way, I've used the word barbarian 5 times. I don't know that the etiquette in barbarian is like, I better use my utensils.
Right.
Okay. I remember you telling me that when I could call a woman a wench, I could eat stuff with my hands, just house a half a chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. That's barbaric.
You can still do that today, right off of I-290 in Schaumburg, Illinois. And many other locations around.
You give my address. I'm like, Nicole's getting pissed. I cannot do this anymore. Okay. I've done it 6 times since we recorded last time. She's very upset about it.
Where that cleavage at?
Yeah.
I need half a chicken and some cleavage. I was told.
You get them out. I'm eating chicken. Let's go. In fact, it appears the spoons were an integral part of the warrior's gear. All the spoons have loops for attaching them to a string that can be strapped to a belt. Now
you say loops or lubes?
Oh yeah, I never thought about that.
I
No,
thought you-
loops.
Loops. Okay, I was
Loops.
like, how do you attach something with lube?
Yeah, they keep sliding off my belt, sir.
This does not.
That's lube.
I'm even more pissed.
Yeah. I don't care if I even eat. I'm angry. I'm going to run through a wall and kill someone. So it says the metal spoons are actually built into warriors' belts. Okay, so we can pretty safely conclude the spoons were for soldiers. However, since they were too small to eat with, they certainly weren't part of an ancient mess kit.
I still. How do you know they weren't banned material?
Okay, look, I'm going to read the top line and then read the next. Top line.
Above.
Yeah, above where it says that.
What on earth could they have been used for?
And the next headline?
Battle drugs.
When you're packing for war, okay? Okay, do we have the bump spoons?
You can have my
do we
sword.
have the battle drugs?
You can take my axe. You can take my battle spoon.
But you will never take my battle
You'll
drugs.
never take my freedom.
Or my lube.
Battle drugs.
Or my lube. It's what keeps the spoon sliding into the pouch right here. That's what it is. But it says...
I have watched a lot of war movies. Not once have I ever seen them pack their spoons for battle drugs.
Right. That's what... So the researchers suggest the spoons were used to measure out dried and powdered stimulants, whatever they may have been. So that's the thing. You don't have any idea what they were, but you assume that's what they had.
That's what I think is great. Their assumption... Drugs.
Yeah. You want to know what's weird is barbarians got their hand on a lot of Sudafed. So they were banging some meth. All right. So the weird thing is they never asked them for ID
Right.
to buy Sudafed
That's true.
in the Roman times. So they could get Sudafed.
What do you guys need all this Sudafed and antifreeze for?
Allergies.
This is suspicious.
Yeah. Allergies. Yeah.
Stop going to war in the spring.
Right. You know, if you go in the wintertime when all the
Oh,
vegetation's dead,
yeah.
you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay.
And with all the drugs, you won't even feel it.
Yeah, and with the lube, you'll slide right in there. You'll be fine. You'll be good. So, but anyway, it says, let's see here. It's no wonder Rome never conquered them. They'd never want to fight a hairy Germanic berserker hopped up on who knows what.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably tugging and pounding stuff that you don't even be involved
Oh,
in. You know
imagine
what?
that.
I give you win.
Yeah.
I'm going home.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. I'm going to club myself.
You know what would have been great?
Yeah.
If the French would have just wiped him out and then just dropped little spoons.
Oh, yeah. Just like, they're gonna think it's drugs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, it'll be funny. You know those little spoons we carry? Just throw them down.
Remember the ones you guys made that were too small to eat because we all got pissed? Yeah. Drop them down. Why? Battle drugs. It's gonna be battle drugs. So. And then as he goes to do that, he just gets punched from the side. It's like, is that an octopus? What the hell just punched me? So, by the way, if you had battle spoons, I'm going to say
if
you,
I had battle spoons.
You.
Okay.
and you crouched down, do you think there would be a small child that would come up to you and be like,
Hey, what's that?
Father? Or in this case, Daddy?
Well, ask me what I'm going to do with it.
What are you going to do with it?
Battle drugs.
Nice. Where can they find us, Dad?
You can find me at Half Price Books, picking up more members of my family. You can find both of us at thatchecksout.net, all the socials at Checksout, WDT, sponsor with Damon and Ted. Don't forget, just like Monster, Hanging with Monster podcast, sponsor this episode, you can sponsor an episode of That Checks Out. Go to thatchecksout.net for all the details. Thank you, Brian, for doing his production duties, turning on the lights, getting the scrim going.
Duties. Go ahead.
I said duties.
Said duties.
We had Jerry back. We don't have to pour one out for him. Again, Jerry is alive, everybody.
He's alive. Stop with the.
This episode has been produced by Damon and Ted.